The Omicron COVID variant is making its way across the United States, leaving some wondering, should I change holiday plans? The newest variant has now been found in nearly 1/3 of the US, internationally in 50 countries. Here in New York, there are 12 reported cases, and at least one case in both New Jersey and Connecticut.
Several tri-state doctors say it is not time to cancel plans, but to be aware of the potential risks.
A lot of the measures that we know are helpful and preventative from getting the infection should still really be a big part of that thought process. So wearing masks when you're in a big group, when you're outdoors in a crowded space, you might want to consider wearing a mask too. Keeping distance as much as possible, washing hands, trying to avoid those really crowded spaces.
When it comes to holiday travel, restrictions tightened on Monday. Anyone entering the US, including citizens, must provide a negative COVID test within 1 day of departure.
If you're unvaccinated, it's probably best to hold off on travel. Maybe this is the motivation to actually get your vaccine if you've been thinking about it but not sure. Some of it's the pent-up demand over the last couple of years of people who have really wanted to travel or really wanted to come to New York. With vaccination, it's certainly something that's doable as well.
There is still much to be learned about the variant, but what's promising is that those US Omicron cases among the vaccinated are experiencing mild symptoms so far. Meanwhile, Pfizer is out with new data on Wednesday, saying that the booster may offer protection against the variant, even though the initial 2 doses appear less effective.
To make it clear for your audience, 3 doses against Omicron are almost equivalent to the 2 doses effectiveness we had against the wild type, the original variant. These are very good news.
Experts say to be prepared to see more variants in the future. To one doctor, it's part of the process.
Variants are not only part of the process, but they are truly expected. And we saw this even with things like polio. And the reason that polio is eradicated is that our current modern day vaccine against polio effectively treats 3 different strains of poliovirus. That's really the thing that will eventually get us to that post-pandemic world, is not just more immunity, but better immunity.
I'm Linda Gaudino, News 4 New York.